The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Dot does it and they call them racist. We the people. Let's go Brandon. We the people.
And welcome. It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Deanne Hansen. And of course, we've got Henry Longbreak, who just showed up in the nick of freaking time as well. Guarding the sacred phone number 928-476-0331.
Oh, I've been here the whole time.
No, Henry, you have not. But that's okay. I start playing the intro.
What
and
is wrong with my internet connection?
Well, that's because you didn't start it early enough to allow it to settle down. So there we go. That's why I say, come on in about 10 minutes early and, let things settle down and get into this. And you might even pull that microphone down in front of your freaking mouth.
I might. I don't know. It just depends, You hear me okay?
I can hear you. You're just frozen. So, your choice if you want to restart your internet.
My internet connection sucks right now.
Oh, okay. Are you on Wi-Fi or are you plugged in?
I'll restart it.
Okay, well then we'll see you here in a few minutes then. Anyway, it is The Raw. I'm your host of most, Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, we've got phone number if you want to join in right there, 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number to join in. Of course, Henry's going to restart his internet. So we'll hopefully it won't be all jerky. All herky and jerky and whatnot and so forth. Oh my God. It's getting close to time to do Thanksgiving. And here in just a day or so, it's the news stories are going to get weird and they're going to get kind of touchy-feely, that kind of thing. However, of course, before we do that, they usually dump the worst shit possible on the world. And I don't know if it's an attempt to ruin the holidays or it's something along those lines. I have absolutely no idea. But a United States Army soldier who served in Afghanistan, getting out on his hitch. You probably saw this on the news because it's been out there. But we're going to talk about it because frankly it really pisses me the fuck off. Served in Afghanistan, of course, at the time of Biden's disastrous surrender or withdrawal or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter. Billions of dollars worth of American equipment left behind. even though they've been trying to say, oh no, that equipment was left behind for the Afghan army. That folded in 15 minutes, and the Taliban took it all over. Like we couldn't see that one coming. He gets home. He finishes out his hitch. And it's time to, I don't know, turn in his gear, say goodbye to friends, to family, to everybody else. And Chuck, and then he's hit with a $3,500 charge for equipment that he was ordered to abandon during the withdrawal. We're gonna talk about it a lot later, especially when Henry comes back on. But frankly, this is something that frankly pisses me off, especially when your chain of command lets you down, orders you to do something, and then hits you with a bill. Isn't that lovely? But we'll once again we'll be talking about that in detail when Henry comes back. Of course, got another North Dakota in their well, not North Dakota particularly, but a North Dakota Air Force base is threatening their airmen. Hi, Henry. Welcome back.
Hi.
You more stable-ish?
It seems like it, isn't it?
Okay, great. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, an Air Force base in Nevada is warning against airmen going and attending a pro-Trump rally, saying that it could jeopardize their career. In other words, stay away from it. Isn't that nice? Don't you like hearing that? Yeah. Anything, Henry? Any thoughts, or are you just kind of empty-headed right now?
I'm just trying to catch up on the internet here. There's something wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I rebooted it.
Did you call Tim Terrell last week when I said call Tim Terrell?
I did talk to him. Yes.
Did they come out and look at it?
No, he didn't.
See, there you go. Anyway, well, maybe it'll settle down. Give it a couple minutes. That's why I say, come in 10 minutes early. And, we'll get.
Well, you know what? When I do, it works fine on my end.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we go on live, then it gets all fucked up.
That's because you're sending a lot more data and stuff. But that's all right. That's all right. Oh. All right. So you're not saying much of anything.
No, I'm not saying anything because it keeps buffering. How's it on your end? Can you hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Oh, okay.
I hear you just fine. Just kind of talk through it. I mean, come on.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
I got to hear what you say too. That's
well,
kind
see,
of
I understand this. I understand this. Anyway,
yeah.
there's a hearing today in Georgia to revoke the bail of Harrison Floyd, former Black Voices for Trump leader and co-defendant in President Trump's supposed RICO case.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that here in a little while, and Chuck says, "I hear you, Henry."
Hi, Chuck.
See, it's starting to settle down now. It's
It
starting to
is.
settle down.
It is. I
Yeah,
noticed that. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's why I say come in 10 minutes early so it settles down. Anyhow, but yeah, we'll read that court thingy. I or the charging sheet or whatever the hell it is. Let's see. You sound fine. No visible glitches on my end. You sound fine. So
Thank you, Chuck.
you sound fined, not fine, but fined.
Find
So
FIND.
yes,
Okay.
I don't know if he's wanting money or
Send it to PO Box 220.
there you go. 22014 Bullhead City, Arizona 86442. There you go. And oh my
We'll
goodness
make
gracious.
sure
Mhm.
Chuck don't get it.
Yeah. Is Johnny here? I have no idea if Johnny's here or not.
Johnny.
Anyway, a far left Democrat, Dan Goldman,
Mm-hmm.
released a video earlier that said Trump has to be eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
Take that for what it is. And
Mhm.
of course, we've got a video
Mm-hmm.
of Joe Scarborough of MSNBC,
Is he still around?
the morning Joe. Yeah, well, hardly anybody watches MSNBC.
Right.
So, they really don't get they really don't get too much coverage unless they say something incredibly fucking stupid. Well, guess
Mhm.
what? He said something incredibly fucking stupid. We'll listen to that here a little later. And oh yes,
Yeah.
Governor Hochul of New York. I'm hoping Johnny's in here for this one because I want to listen to his feeble excuses for his state governor. As Ministry of Truth type initiatives for K through 12 students to combat conspiracy theories, misinformation, disinformation, and online hate. We'll
Leave kids
that as well.
alone. Leave kids alone.
Yeah, well, indoctrinate them early so they at least they know what's going on. And and finally, of course, if we have time for it, something that is truly epically fucking sick. A California male nanny received a 700-year sentence for molesting 16 young boys, and filming his crimes. We'll talk about that as well. Let's see. I have to admit, I didn't like the language of eliminated. It's unnecessary rhetoric. Yeah, well, we'll get into that. I am sure that Chuck will be calling later. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
What you eating? Why are you eating?
Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Is that the mounds?
They're my mounds. They ain't got no nuts in there. Anyhow,
they're right here.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I definitely do not want to know.
Oh, you
Anyway,
can do it, but I can't. Whatever.
That's okay. I can do that too. It's kidding me. Also, of course, yesterday was Transgender Remembrance Day. We'll be talking about that for just a moment.
Okay.
Of course, it pisses me off. And then of course, Biden and his silly ass regime, instead of just pardoning one turkey, I guess they pardoned both turkeys. Is that what it is?
Both turkeys. Both turkeys
Yeah.
they pardon.
So what are they going to have for dinner? Faux turkey or tofurkey?
The beyond turkey.
Or is he going or is he so feeble minded that he's going to get the Thanksgiving baby food
Could be
jar?
pudding.
The pudding.
Tapioca pudding.
You can't have your pudding unless you eat your meat.
It depends.
Jesus.
Oh, that's what he wears. Never mind.
It just depends. Anyway.
We're sick puppies, but he's worse.
Yeah. Both turkeys, Donald and Rudy. Okay, Chuck, that was funny. That was funny. That was but we'll talk about that. Ding. Okay.
There's no ding. You got no bell?
Well, I have a bell, but it sounds like shit.
Okay.
All right. It sounds off.
Blame Johnny for that.
No, I'm blaming Johnny for that. I mean, he promised me a ferry, and I've gotten bupkis.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking bupkis. But that's all right. That is I guess that's my issue. No,
you got butt what?
Bupkis.
Is that like Dick Butkus?
I got bupkis.
Okay.
You've never heard that before?
I have not.
You Jesus Christ, where do you live? I mean, do you live in a hole someplace?
Look around. Is this a hole? Yes.
Look it up on the internet. You grab your phone and look for the root of I got bupkis.
Okay. Where is it at? I got butt kiss.
You said butt
kiss. Butt kiss. Butt kiss to your lower back. Oh, never mind. What is the word again?
Bup kiss. I got bup kiss. Look for the root.
Got bup kiss. It says Bob kiss.
Yeah, well.
Bup kiss. Bob kiss.
According to USA Today,
Bobcat.
according to As Animals, although Bobcat.
Okay, I'm going to spell it out. Bupkiss. Bupkiss. It's a comedy drama. Oh, Bupkiss meaning. There we go. Dictionary. Oxford language. Pronoun. Informal. U.S. Nothing at all. You know Bupkiss about fundraising. What?
There you go. I got bupkis. Nothing. Zips. Zilch.
Nothing. Mm-hmm. Oh, Dylan, did you shit your pants? Oh my gosh. Oh, Dylan.
Good
oh,
Dylan.
My goodness.
Good Dylan.
That's not nothing. He didn't have bupkis. Oh.
Oh man. Well, at least he didn't char all himself. What'd you feed him earlier? Well, good God, I think I can smell it from here.
Yeah, I had spaghetti and he got some of the zucchini and mushrooms and a little bit of celery.
Yeah, I think you need to avoid that from here on out.
Yeah, for my sake. My eyes are watering too.
Well, yeah.
He's all proud too. He's just laying here all proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Yep, I did that."
Chuck says, "I see the paint fall off the walls from Dylan farts."
I know exactly. DF Dylan fart.
Dylan, you got the DF. By the way, DF for people like Chuck and I stand for something completely different than DF would stand for you.
That must be military lingo.
It is. It is. I'm going to let I'm going to test Chuck to see if he remembers what a DF is.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun, dun,
well,
dun,
the thing
dun,
is
dun.
he was
Dun,
an MP,
dun,
so
dun,
yes,
dun,
he will,
dun,
because
dun.
anytime anytime that he interacted with a miscreant soldier,
Mhm.
a DF was sent. So there you go. Yes, DF.
Dumb fuck.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a DF. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. Well, yeah, we'll let Chuck explain that. He can even call in and explain that to us. 928-476-0331. Yeah. So we'll let him do that. But our first story tonight, and I'm serious. This has really kind of ticked me off a lot. Uh of course, we had a disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. Billions of dollars, $84 billion worth of equipment was left behind.
Yep.
And Americans were left behind. American allies were left behind. People who had an understanding with the United States is when they left, they would go with them, were left behind.
Mhm.
And the idea of arming the new Afghan army and expecting it to hold in place more than the 15 minutes it did was ludicrous at best. And thus we lost billions and billions of dollars worth of equipment.
We did.
Now, yeah, we
to the
sure-
enemy. To terrorists.
to the terrorists. Here we go. Anyway, a soldier. All right, we're gonna talk about him in just. God damn it! Stop it. Okay. There we go. I try to do something and it does something else. Anyway, we're going to. I don't want to share a video. I want to share a screen. Share screen, entire screen, screen number 2 with audio. See, I don't know why I have to do that. Anyway, here's a soldier. Let's listen to his story real quick.
Here's
Okay.
something, guys, today. I want to holler, I want to scream, I want to yell, but it won't do any good. Today is gear turn-in day for me. Turn in all the gear that I've collected over the last 4 years of being active duty with the Army, with the 82nd Airborne Division. 2 years ago, my unit deployed to Afghanistan for the Afghanistan withdrawal. We spent a few weeks over there. It was hectic, it was chaotic, it was disgusting, and it made me very disappointed in our government. Today, I'm reminded of how disappointed I am in our government. Go to turn in my gear. They want to charge me $500 to $1,000 for gear that I was ordered to leave in Afghanistan 2 years ago. Because as the last birds were sitting on the tarmac, ready to leave, there wasn't any room for extra gear or extra weight. Therefore, we were told to leave it. Some lower enlisted dudes, including myself, were like, no, this stuff is expensive. I'm not leaving this. I'm going to get charged for this when it comes time to leave. Don't worry. We're going to catch you on the back end.
Yeah,
we'll
catch you right there on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get out
right
of
in the butt.
They want to charge you for that. Meanwhile, we can continue to give millions of dollars to the Taliban. We can give billions of dollars to Ukraine. We can give billions of dollars to student debt relief. We can give a bunch of stupid stimulus checks. We can cut those to the American people. But we can't cover $500 to $1,000 for a dude that left gear in Afghanistan, for a dude that left gear in a place that you put me to begin with. The government is so stinking backwards right now, man. This administration's last priority is the American people. And inside of the American people, their last priority is their soldiers, their Marines, their airmen, their Navy. So messed up, man. I thought today was going to be bittersweet getting out, but I'm just so happy to separate. I'm very, very excited to stop serving my government and just getting started serving my country.
Now, let's review some listener comments, shall we? We have Chuck here saying E4 Mafia making up shit. Imagine that. And then what year did we leave Afghanistan? That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago.
Under Biden's watch.
Under the potatoes watch. That is correct.
Yeah.
Now, Chuck, in a lot of ways, yeah, I can say, it's a disgruntled E4 Mafia dude, spouting off. I understand that. I understand how you'd say that and why you would say that, because I've known a bunch of soldiers who separate who are kind of pissed off, and they spout off. But I think I believe this guy because he shows some receipts. Let's continue on with this.
Sad. Today is November 20th. This is the amount they want to hit me with leaving service, $3,561. I'm not asking for help, but if you want it.
All right. Let's go back to that. Just let me, there we go. $3,561.
Mm. In theory, he was totally behind.
So this guy had 2 years to get his TA-50 situation together. He was told to leave it behind, Chuck. He was told to combat loss it, Chuck. Since when does a soldier have to pay for stuff that's combat lost? If you're not allowed to bring it back with you, if you're told to leave it behind, we got your back. Why is he being charged for it? Look under his bed at his mom's house. Chuck. But this is disgusting. This is absolutely fucking disgusting. If this is true, and like I said, I am kind of believing this is true, especially with this fucked up administration.
Mm-hmm.
I have absolutely no doubt that that the DOD was given orders to somehow recover some of those losses. And Chuck,
Oh, I'm sure.
earlier you said something about his NCOs. Yeah, his chain of command did not have his back. They let him down. They let him down to the point where yeah, I agree. He had shit NCOs and he had shit officers. So now he's expected to pay $3,500 or a little over $3,500. Let's call it $3,600 out of his pocket for something that was combat lost, something that he was
And if he
told to
don't-
leave behind.
And if he don't pay it, they'll come after him.
Oh, he's. I'm sure he's paid it. I'm sure he's paid it. Matter of fact, that was the last portion of it. You know, he says he's going to go ahead and pay it, but he's going to leave a link in there to see if he can't get donations. Which I don't approve of. Just fucking suck it up.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Officers don't do shit. NCOs make it happen. Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, you know, it's up to the NCOs to let the officers know what that they carried out the officers' orders, and then to document, which is an officer's responsibility to document combat losses, to combat loss stuff. And I understand the withdrawal was a fucked up thing.
Mm-hmm.
People were just glad to get the fuck home.
Hi, Chuck.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't know that. The Raw, you are on the air. Good evening. I know you are. I know you are. I feel you. And when I first saw it, I had a hard time with it too. But when I looked into it a little bit closer and saw some of the other receipts that were dropped, I'm going like, and then knowing what I know about infantry units and the Army itself, yeah, I can see this. Oh yeah, well, he's airborne infantry. Mm-hmm. Cook.
I can't hear Chuck, by the way.
There,
But,
can you hear
let
him
me call
now?
you back. I got some.
He can
He
hear you now. I
can
didn't
hear
have
you now.
Turned on. I just didn't have you turned on. I didn't follow you, Chuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, these guys are. This
You
guy
didn't stimulate him.
probably have the nerve to come back and ask for his job here in the next 6 months when he figure out he can't get one and be like, oh shit, I put that on the internet. Duh.
Well,
you know, like this guy.
Here's the thing, Chuck, and he
He
had
could be
shit
city council
NCOs.
now.
He had shit officers. Okay, you know, let's just assume for a
Oh,
moment.
that's totally. I can see that happening.
Let's
God
assume for the
damn.
moment that everything he says is 100% the God's honest truth. Okay, which really
I would blame his NCO support channel if that was the truth.
absolutely, and yet they still don't have his back, and then they're charging him $3,500. Where a simple, hey, I got a note from my LT right here. I got a note from my platoon sergeant right here. I got a note from my company commander, my battalion sergeant major, and my battalion, the battalion chain of command. I've got all this from my supply clerks and everybody. They all signed off on it saying, yes, this was combat loss. We were ordered to leave it. He didn't have any of the backing of the chain of command. This tells me that this tells me one of two things. All right. This tells me one of two things. That one, it could be under the bed of his mother's house. Just like you said.
Yeah. With all the M16 mags he probably stole too. Come on now. Come on. You know? Come on.
I walked away with 6 of them. Fuck you. I mean, I'm well.
Oh, I'm sorry. All the M16 or M4 magazines he acquired, quote unquote. Acquired. There you go.
The M4 magazine.
He bought him at a gun show.
M4 magazine, same as the M16 mag. So what? Well, the thing is, I couldn't turn the ones I modified back in. So I had to keep those.
Good excuse.
Is that the one? Is that the ones that sound like they had popcorn seeds when you shook them?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No.
I got a couple of those.
Okay. Now you know
I'm
what
afraid that's gonna
you know what
misfire.
550 cord is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Army's awesome little utility rope, 550 cord, does everything. I think it's rated to hold 550 pounds per strand. I don't know. That's the rumor. It is anyway. I don't care. Don't fucking care anyway. It's just great stuff. Anyway, what I would do, so I could easily grab my mags out of my pouches. Now you remember, fumbling around with your pouch trying to get mags out.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen exactly. I've seen them.
Yeah,
I've seen what you're talking
it can
about.
it can be a pain in the ass. So what we did was we jammed in 550 cord at the bottom of the magazine. So all we had to do is hook it, jam it, and we're off and ready to rock and roll. Well, after that kind of modification, you can't turn it back in. And besides, it had tape and paint and all this bullshit all over it.
Sand,
sure. Scuffed, dented.
I didn't have to worry about a lot of magazines. I was a 249 gunner, so then I was MTI for a while, so I had to. I had a weapon that I never even fired issued to me when I was MPI. That was dumb.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking stupid too.
It was like one of those 9. What is it called?
But right here on now, just showing the rest of the audience here on the back of this. Now, I got stupid and gave my magazines to my brother. He acquired an M4 somewhere and just didn't have magazines for him, so I gave him all my magazines. Stupid me, right? That's all right. But
not really. I've got a couple I'll give to you just because I don't want them anymore.
I don't need them.
And I can't have them because
well, that's right. They're illegal there, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they're not exactly lawful. Let's just put it that way.
Well, then go ahead and stick them in a box and ship them to.
So I can get charged with it. Yeah.
No, you won't get charged.
One of these days I'll be down there. You will not
get charged for mailing a high capacity magazine out of the state. Yeah, good.
I'll just get put on a watch list. That's all.
You're already on a watch list, white man. But anyway, stick it in a box. Mail it to the Raw, P.O. Box 22014, Bullhead City, Arizona 86442, and you'll be good to go, man. You'll be good to go. If you don't
put coffee grounds in there.
No, don't put coffee grounds in there. God,
put a quarter wrapped in $100 bill.
He doesn't have to do that either.
That's a prayer request that you don't get caught.
I'm still determining whether I can head down there this weekend. I'm gonna try to I gotta figure out a couple more things before I take off though.
Well, remember you can't shit and piss in Needles, California.
That's right. You got to hold it.
I know. That's why I'm looking for nowhere to hold them. That should be nowhere to hold them, nowhere to put them. That should be the Needles, California slogan on the sign that I read when I come in. Nowhere.
And depends.
Nowhere to shit.
Depends are in limited supply.
They really are.
They're Biden endorsed now.
Good. Maybe the Biden administration could get a sign for Needles that says "Nowhere to shit." Goodbye.
That's right.
That'd be great,
man.
And anyway. Have you ever seen those signs? When there's a major infrastructure project and it's like federally funded with the blessing and support of whoever president it is, it's sitting outside of your municipal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen one of them with Obama's, his stuff on there. And I saw one with Trump on there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, It's Republican and Democratic socialism right in your face.
This highway project being brought to you by the bill that some fucktard president signed. Yeah, I gotcha. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, I mean, hey, whoop-de-doo. We got a E4 Mafia member that lost his gear in the rear. Bunch of queers drinking beer.
Listen to you.
And he's in fear.
Well, no, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not in fear. You know, he's
no beer. B-E-E-R, man.
Well, no, man, he's out of beer. I mean, $3,500 buys a lot of fucking beer.
No more money for beer.
Well, maybe you know what he could do is he could re-enlist for like 20 grand bonus and do it overseas, and then that would take up that $3,000 shit that he's hiding underneath his mom's bed. Let
me tell you this much. He now fucked himself. He fucked himself out of a re-enlistment.
That's right.
He really did right now.
Maybe. He definitely fucked himself out of a security clearance. I could say that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not. It all depends. It all depends.
Or maybe he just has to say if he wants to get back in, all he'll have to do is say, "Look, I said this bullshit under financial duress because I don't have $3,000 and I don't know where I'm going to do it, but I do want to serve our country again. And I didn't really mean what I said on that dumbass YouTube video that Henry and Misty Ann are talking about on the Raw. Please forgive me. I want my job back. I want to come kill people for America."
You know what, Chuck? Don't bless you.
What? That was over the top.
No, bless you, because you said, Misty Ann. That's the part I say thank you for.
Hey, I'll tell you, I've had dreams where I was back in the Army. It's a great thing to have.
Oh,
yeah, it's
frightening. Isn't
I
it?
know, and some people, what if my life? What if I often think, like, what kind of a perspective on life would I have if I didn't do this? If I didn't do that, I meant, and I didn't have camaraderie and fellowship with other veterans and talked about shit. I know there's somebody out there listening to this and they're, well, shit, I'm a vet too. What's up with these people here? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I definitely know you'll be in and commenting on the 24 days of constipation videos that I'm going to be doing.
Are you really going to do that?
Yes, I'm really going to do that. I
think that you should. I thought about this. I think you should do like MREs from like Russia and Korea and North Korea.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
Well, let me get through the current batch that I'm going to be getting. Okay, let me get through that. Let me see how that goes.
And let me also take the initiative in trying to locate some foreign MREs for your ass to eat too, because it's going to take some work to do that.
Well, yeah.
I want to get you a Cambodian chicken or something like that.
No.
I'll send you a frozen chicken.
Send me a frozen chicken
or something.
Well, just do it like we threatened to do with the turkeys. Drop them out of a helicopter.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so racist. I'm sorry. If I was racist against chickens, I'm sorry.
Racist against chickens. How can you be racist against chickens?
You call them chickens.
I've seen black and white chickens, and I get hungry in both situations.
Well, what about the Rhode Island Reds?
I get even hungrier.
The dark meat or the white meat, right?
For everything. Oh, Henry, I'll eat that shit. I'll lick it. I'll lick that
I'll
shit
lick
too.
it. I'll lick that shit. There you go.
All right, let me call you back.
The dog meat or the white meat?
Thanks. But
Bye,
no.
Chuck.
But no, this
guy,
this guy here. Now I understand Chuck's position. All right.
Yeah.
We don't want to believe that the military would be so crass as to charge somebody for something that was combat lost.
Right.
Or ordered to be left behind. Well, this guy had shit NCOs and shit officers. They didn't document. They didn't take an inventory of what was being left behind. They just told them, leave it behind. Leave it behind. Get on the plane. Go, 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 go.
Mm-hmm.
Or he missed the, by the way, the DF, which Chuck did not get, which is called a distribution form. In other words, he didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo that he was supposed to write down everything that he left behind and turn it in, which is another possibility.
Mm.
So it could be combat lost. So the proper paperwork could be done. Because I'm sure he got a reissue when he got back anyway. So go figure. Go figure. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not in his shoes. I'm not in his chain of command. I just don't fucking know. All I know is
Did anybody check whether his mom's bed?
I don't know. Anyway, according to the news people that have been after this, they've reached out to the Pentagon and the White House for comments. As of now, there hasn't been official response from the Biden regime regarding the specific case. We'll update this story as information becomes available, of course. And I doubt that we hear anything more about this story because it's going to go away. Because it will be made to go away. But it is, it's just symptomatic of the entire potato regime. They do all these grandiose things, all these grandiose gestures. Promise the world to everybody. Please like us. Because we're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure you have this.
Trust
we're
us
going to forget. We're going to forgive your student debt. We're going to make sure that your roads are the best roads in the world. We're going to make sure that all those nasty billionaires pay more in taxes because we don't want them to get away with the tax cheating that we think that we say they've done, because they're the nasty billionaires that cheat on their taxes. They promise things to disenfranchised groups like minority groups. They make grandiose gestures. And then never follow through. They don't. Sorry, we already dealt with that. We made our gesture. That's all we can do. For instance, as I said, yesterday was Transgender Remembrance Day, where the entire nation was supposed to take a minute or two out of their time, which I'm sure everybody did, including you, Henry, to remember transgender people who have
I didn't know about it until today.
Well, see, there you go. But take a moment out of their time to remember transgender people who have been, I don't know, committed suicide, been murdered by violence, or otherwise lost their lives. And the potato. The potato. You know, here, let's see here now. Here we go. Oh, get up there. The potato said, today on Transgender Remembrance Day, we grieve the transgender Americans whose lives were taken this year. There's no place for hate or discrimination in America. No one should lose their life simply for being themselves. Well, isn't that nice, wonderful, caring, feeling words? Isn't that just wonderful that you care so fucking much? When he entered office, he signed a gazillion executive orders. One of those executive orders was ordering the U.S. The Department of Defense and the Veterans Administration to start covering the costs of transitioning transgenders in the military and in veterans. Nearly 3 years later, and this was January 2020, January 25th to be exact. Nearly 3 years later, which was here in a couple months, still nothing has been done. Mm-hmm. And yet here we have these flowery speeches where we need to do this, and they haven't done anything to deal with the problem. Where, they promised veterans that, hey, we'll help you out. We'll make sure you get what you need. Not a goddamn thing has happened.
Just a bunch of lip flapping party line bullshit.
Exactly. A bunch of lip flapping. Now, here's what I would accept. I would accept a flat out no. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, we can't do that. Mm-hmm. All right, fine. I have to go someplace else. Mm-hmm. But what we've heard is bupkis. Use your new terminology. We haven't heard shit. We've heard nothing. We've heard zero, zilch. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, yesterday they also, and we'll be taking a quick break here in just a couple minutes. We also pardoned turkeys.
Two of them.
Well, I figured, he'd do like everybody else does and just pardon the one. Pardon both of them. Obviously, they're going to have tofurkey for dinner.
No, beyond meat stuff.
Same thing, just different. Depends. That's where it's going to end up.
Going to eat out of the diaper. Mm-hmm.
Never mind. My mind just went someplace that I really didn't want it to go. That's okay. That's fine. But anyway, yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Join me on the South Lawn as I pardon the National Thanksgiving Turkey and wish American families a safe and healthy holiday. My response to that was, I'm sure that felt good, pardoning a turkey from being killed and eaten, and yet by your inaction, you sentenced transgender veterans to death. Mm-hmm. Because of your inactions. Now, am I going to get any results from that? No. Does it make me feel good to spout off to the president of the United States? Fucking absolutely. But I'm sick and tired of being jerked around.
But the turkeys didn't die.
Who fucking cares about the goddamn turkeys?
They should drop them from Air Force One.
Once again, who gives a good goddamn about the fucking turkeys? I mean, give them to PETA for crying out loud. The Raw, you're on the air.
Hey,
what?
Henry.
Chuck.
Henry, can I need to talk to you directly real quick because I know you're going to love this.
Okay.
Do you got your Google on?
No, but I can.
Check out Galaxy Leader, Columbia River.
Galaxy Leader, Columbian River?
Columbia River, not Colombian. This isn't a coffee bean.
This is Henry you're talking to, you know.
Yeah, I know
how. I just wanted to be a bitch about it.
If there's a way to fuck it up, Chuck, he's going to do it. Okay.
I know you're talking about the Galaxy Leader, the vehicle carrier, the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one that was hijacked. And if you scroll down, you can see exactly where it's sitting.
It's sitting in the Columbia River?
In the Gulf.
Oh, in the Gulf.
No, it's sitting in the Gulf. The Persian Gulf. But this was a frequent flyer. I've seen this ship up the Columbia River. This is fucking eerie to me because it's like, it makes me think about how connected and close I am to like the bloodstream of the globe, literally. You know?
Well,
what if these fuckers get on a ship?
You're on a coast.
Yeah, but this is a wake-up call. You know what I mean?
You see all kinds of stuff off the coast. It's a beautiful
ship.
I mean, hell, you should be able to go to the West Coast and see the USSR from your backyard.
That's right. Sorry,
that's Alaska.
Sarah Palin did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's still a fucking joke. I
bet she did though. I bet she did though. I bet you she had a good spot on her deck or something like that with like one of those telescopes that was fixing to her deck, and she just, you know what, that was an opportunity that she really didn't explain too well.
Well,
shame on
the thing is,
she should have had a better NCO support channel.
Yeah, this is true, but
that's the problem.
The thing is, all right, that little strip of water between the two, what's that called? The Bering Strait? Something like that.
I thought it was the Persian Gulf.
No, the Persian Gulf is over there in Persia.
You mean between Alaska and Russia?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, is that what your map is saying where it's at?
No. This is what what I'm talking about. The most western part of Alaska. What's the strait?
Oh, the strait
is.
Yeah, the Strait of Hormuz.
Is that what it is? The Strait of Hormuz? I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Well, it could be.
No, up in Alaska,
I don't know.
It's the Phoenician Islands. Yeah,
I think it's the Bering. I honestly think it's the Bering Strait.
That's where all these seagulls be coming at.
Well,
that's what
I knew it. I knew it.
However, okay, if you are, and I've heard this my entire life. If you are on the most western part of Alaska in the middle of winter, you could walk from Alaska to the USSR because of the ice.
Yeah, you could.
Because of the ice.
That's why I look like a Russian. I look like a Russian gorilla. That's what I finally figured out my real genetic identity.
You're a Russian gorilla. Okay. Somehow I believe that, Chuck.
Like a half Russian, half Encino man or some shit. I don't know. Somebody call me and shave my back.
Encino man. Well, there you go. All right, Chuck. I'm going to let you go, man, because we got to go off to a break.
Thanks, Chuck.
Pardon me, matey. Anyway, it is the Raw. We're gonna get out of here for a minute. When we come back, we've got a ton more stories, man. We've got a ton more stories to cover, and of course, your phone call is 928-476-0331. Of course, I am Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, that's Henry and Tundra, Neal City Councilman. And you are who you are, and you be you. We'll be right back. It is The Raw. Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car, let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the target house.
Hey, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like the sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on The Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Dog does it and they call them racist. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people.
Oh, and welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Misty and Handsome. Of course, we have Henry Longbreak over there, city councilman, and of course, damn good friend of mine. Really is. I give him a lot of shit because
as you should.
Because I can. And
yes.
the nice thing about it is he tries to shovel it back.
And I act like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, well, you did this weekend, man. I was, some really childish shit.
Nice.
You try it anyway. Google Maps is a wonderful thing. I mean, it really is. It's a beautifully wonderful thing, and you can see a lot of different areas of the world. Even some of it's satellite, most of it, all of it's satellite. You can, except for things that Google has decided are classified or whatever. Who cares? But I was looking up Alaska. Of course, we all know where Alaska is, right? It's clear up there and clear up here.
It's up there a little bit over that way.
Yeah, well, here's a map. All right, this is Alaska. There's Fairbanks. There's whatnot and so forth. However, there is this little space between. This is Russia. This is Alaska, United States. Now, let's zoom in here.
There's Sarah Palin. I see her.
Well, no, you don't. This is a drawing. Okay, there isn't a drawing of Sarah Palin. However, Domid right here is the most western portion of the United States. Right here.
Okay.
All right, and this is U.S. owned, and U.S. owned and operated. And here we have the Bering Strait. Okay. All right, from this portion of this island. All right, you've got probably about 30 miles.
Oh, wow! So it's like the distance between Catalina Island and California,
or Bullhead City and Needles.
Needles, correct.
Okay, not very far. Now, mind you, that the Bering Strait is a very hostile portion of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. It's rough, and it's cold all the damn time. You're
not recommended to take a little rowboat.
Definitely not something you want to take a little rowboat on. No. But yeah, that is the most western part of the United States, right there.
Okay.
Well, if you've got what the hell? Okay, I'm not sure who that
maybe
is.
That's it.
I don't know. Maybe Gamble is. Is Gamble U.S. territory? That's part of Alaska right there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we're still dealing with things that are pretty close.
Yeah.
And we're zoomed in so far. Now, the Bering Strait right there. Like I was right. It was the Bering Strait. Wow. But and then here's Hawaii down here. Which is long, far, far away. Closer to Japan than it is to Russia. But amazing what you can find out with just a couple of minutes with Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go figure.
Well, that's the technology nowadays. Now, have you seen the sky map? Have you looked at that, Rob? Where you
What
can
are
see
you
where
what are
you
you
can see
talking about?
sky map. It's like Google Sky Map, where you could point it up, and all the planets will come up
Oh
wherever.
yeah, I've seen it. I'm not
Yeah,
really all that impressed with that.
I like that.
I can go outside and look
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
generally pick them all out.
yeah.
But then again, as a kid, I was interested in that, so I learned that.
Well, yeah, you lived in Wyoming. You were up there,
I lived in a place where you
or
could see the sky.
you could see Saturn probably. You could probably see the ring around it.
Man, on a cold winter clear night, you could see the rest of the Milky Way galaxy.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen pictures of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in a city, that's all you're going to get is a picture of it.
You're correct.
When you're out in the middle of nowhere like Wyoming,
It's real.
there's no lights for 100 miles. Yeah, it gets real. It gets real.
Mm-hmm.
You see everything. You see everything up there, and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
I'll bet.
And there is nothing in the world quite like it. The closest thing you can experience here is to travel as far into the desert as you possibly can, but you're still dealing with a lot more atmospheric distortion than you would say in the high Rockies.
Yes.
So it is what it is.
Just about time you start to enjoy it, a truck goes by.
Yeah, something like that. Sure. Well, there's a lot to be said about light pollution.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. And
absolutely.
Bullhead City's gotten rather light polluted.
Yes.
And which kind of makes me sad in a lot of ways. Even if you go up to the Wallapies, which is roughly it's getting closer to my homegrown comfort range.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a lot of light pollution there.
Mm.
Because you're dealing with Kingman, you're dealing with Las Vegas, you're dealing with all these huge ass cities with 24-hour day running light bulb.
Right. And you can see Vegas from oh my gosh, so many different. We can see it from Needles.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's the one besides the City of Lights, which was supposed to be Paris.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best lit city in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. But no, I just thought that was an interesting aside.
Mm-hmm.
If I actually brought up the map and decided, hey, here it is. Anyway, Chuck's not watching. I'm sad.
I wish we could have seen Sarah Palin on that map. I really do. I could see her pointing out like that.
Why?
There it is.
No, it's.
Come on, that was funny when she said that. I could see Russia from my backyard.
Well, the thing is, she could. All right, she could. And of course, people just oh, that's stupid. You're nothing. Well, she wasn't exactly the brightest bulb in the lot.
No, she wasn't. She was governor though.
She was genuine, however.
Yeah, she was governor at one time. So
yeah, she was Alaskan governor, but then again, so was Janet Napolitano, who I thought made an absolutely wonderful, and she was Democrat, Arizona governor.
Yeah.
She got to Washington, D.C., and her brains leaked out her ears.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Palin ran for vice president along with John McCain, and her brains leaked out of her ears.
Yep.
And she said things that, frankly, should not have been said. And that really didn't need to be said, especially when, you're going to be dealing in high stakes foreign policy in a while. You don't need to be saying things that are going to be refuted or refutable by lower intelligent people.
Mm-hmm.
People who cannot read a fucking map. Okay? We showed that. Anyway, Joe Scarborough.
A name we haven't heard in a while.
Wait, once again, how many? Raise your hands out there, everybody who watches MSNBC.
You know what? Funny thing is that you say that is I went to the dealership today to have a battery put in my van.
Were they running MSNBC or CNN?
They were in the lobby was MSNBC. I was really surprised because this is Swanee's. This is one of our advertisers, and they're a very conservative place. So I was really surprised to see MSNBC in there, and I was not surprised at what the content was when I was listening to it.
Now, was this Swanee's lube and oil, or
no,
Swanee?
No, the actual Swanee's itself.
Okay. No, the actual Swanee's. See, I go to Swanee's Lube and Oil next door, which is still part of Swanee's, but separate from Swanee's.
Correct.
And welcome back to the show.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah, is this YouTube?
What's that?
Sorry, sir, you got the wrong number.
No, I'm sorry. This is not YouTube.
You got the wrong number, sir.
All right.
Sorry.
Do you have a complaint?
Is this an MP?
I was just trying to find out the YouTube complaint department. And,
this is it. How can we help you, sir?
Number that they gave.
How can we help you, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll get right on it.
Shut up! God, let him talk, Henry. God damn it! Jesus Christ! I'm sitting here. Shut up! Shut up!
Let me get that in the right angle.
God damn it! Anyway, 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. Now, the Morning Joe Scarborough, and who's his sidekick or his side hoe, whichever.
Side hoe. I don't know.
Yeah. What's her name right there?
Side hoe.
Okay. Well, go and make some of the dumbest fucking statements on air that I've heard so far, and they're designed nothing. They're designed to do nothing but rile up people. Seriously, in the second term, Trump will imprison. He will execute whomever he's allowed to imprison, execute, drive out of the country. Just look at his past. It's really, it's not really hard to read. Is a direct quote. Well, let's hear it from the dipshit's own mouth.
Yeah, have a responsibility to really tune out the voices of the haters, of the people that are constantly double and triple checking and shilling for him and suggesting that somehow they're being biased, bending over backwards, treating him like a.
Now, do you feel like you've been shilling for Trump, Henry? A legitimate question. Do you feel like you've been shilling for Trump? Just asking. I mean,
just asking for a friend.
Yeah, well, just asking for a friend. I don't know. Let's continue on.
That somehow they're being biased, bending over backwards, treating him like a normal candidate.
You listen to.
Yeah.
I'm so exhausted by all of this.
Yeah. Go on a real news channel and then try to pull that crap.
Yeah. What real news channel?
I said if they let them go. Yeah, there is none.
Yeah. Name one.
There is none. Well, maybe the BBC
over backwards, treating him like a normal candidate. He's not a normal candidate.
Of course, he's not a normal candidate.
Yeah. Just like you're not a normal announcer.
Are you?
No, by all means, no. I'm a politician. Trust me.
That part I trust you on. You're a politician. I trust you that you're a politician. Do I trust anything else?
No, absolutely not.
He is running to end American democracy as we know it.
Okay, now that's absolute fucking bullshit. He's running to end American democracy as we know it. Will somebody please explain to me what American democracy is?
He probably don't even know.
I thought we were a republic.
Yeah.
I thought we were a constitutional republic.
Yeah.
We elect our leaders by democratic means, by all means, but at the end of the day, we're still a republic.
Mm-hmm.
So what has Trump proposed that would end the republic? Why do I keep hearing cricket? Let's go.
That's all there is, crickets. Maybe he's got an answer.
The Raw, you're on the air.
Yes, we are a constitutional republic.
Thank you.
But we utilize democratic a democratic system to put our representatives, which is the root word here, republic, into office.
Yeah, I think
so
that,
it is,
I think that's just
in
what
actuality, it's a well. Actually, if you really want to get down to it, and let's be real here, the more appropriate label for America should be the Democratic Socialist States of America, because everybody is socialist at some type of degree.
Okay.
The Democratic Republic Socialist, hang on. You get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I hear your complaints, but I disagree with it. That's okay though. I still love it.
Do you know what Kindergeld is?
Who?
Do you know the word for money in German?
No.
It's Geld.
Okay.
Geld.
Oh, Geld.
Now they have this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they have. So they have this thing that the government divvies out. It's called Kinder. You know the word kindergarten? That's
right. Children.
Kinder is the word for children, right? So they give this thing called Kindergeld, children money. If you are a German citizen and you have a baby, you're going to get some money, baby.
Okay.
So how many states in the United States have this kind of socialist kind of arrangement with the citizens within their jurisdictions of the state? This is why we should call the United States the Democratic Socialist Republic of America.
Okay. I see.
Some other horse shit like that that's more an accurate representative of whatever the fuck we have right now. That would make a lot of people a lot less frustrated, because it would say like, dude, we're being real about shit. This is a fucking Democratic, Republican, Socialist, Democratic, Communist bullshit fucking hellhole that we're all living in right fucking now.
All right, Chuck.
Only Longview, Washington
Thank
is
you.
like that.
You're welcome. Bye. 928-476-0331. But yeah, we are a democratic republic, okay? Is what we can say. Is we elect our leaders by democratic means, and we run it via a republic. Which I don't know why I'm lecturing people out there, but it seems I need to. Our elected leaders, our elected officials, such as Congress and the President of the United States, and even Henry Longbreak down there.
And they work for us.
Nobody works for you, Henry. You work for me.
No, I do work for you. But the elected officials, that they should learn that.
Well, they have
forgotten that. They have forgotten that through the years.
I don't think they ever know. I don't think they ever knew it. Okay, but the thing is, they are the public's servants.
Correct.
They were elected to do a job for the interest of their constituency.
Correct.
Frankly, the 16th Amendment changed all of that. However, let's go beyond that. But here he's saying that Trump, all by him lonesome, is going to ruin democracy in the United States.
Well, that's how afraid they are of him.
How so, Joe?
He's an authoritarian who a court in Colorado 2 days ago ruled that he led an insurrection against.
Okay, let's talk about that for a moment. Okay, yes, there was a court in Colorado. All right, now, mind you, this was a civil trial that had absolutely nothing to do with anything. What they were attempting to do is remove him from the primaries.
Of course.
All right, they're trying to remove his name from the ballot.
Correct.
And a liberal judge, while denying the entire thing, in her biased ruling, gave this knucklehead, this knothead, ammunition to use by saying, yes, he's guilty of insurrection when he has not been adjudicated, nor found guilty,
right,
nor jailed, or even charged for insurrection.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you it was a meaningless bullshit thing that she said in her decision. And of course, they're not going to say that what that was about, but I will.
It's the United States government. He's charged with leading schemes to help overthrow the United States government.
Okay, what schemes to overthrow the United States government? What charges is he? What charges is he up on that involves schemes to overthrow the United States government?
This is a script that he's reading off of. He has no idea. He has look at his head. He's going down to the script. He has no fucking idea.
He's going down to his talking points.
No fucking idea of what he's talking about.
None, zero, zilch. But
talking point to talking point to talking point.
He's
no
got
proof. No proof of nothing. No proof of nothing. Yes,
but let's continue on.
So if they want to frame it that way, that's fine. If you want to be fair, you want to be fair.
You have no interest in being fair. Fucker.
No, not at all.
Then you will frame this as Joe Biden being the candidate that supports American democracy.
And wait a minute. Hang on. He supports democracy?
Wait a minute.
Joe Biden supports democracy?
What happened there?
I mean, look at her eyes. He says, "You're actually fucking going there."
Yeah.
You're actually going to try to frame that. Well, look at those eyes of disbelief.
Well, she's probably saying I fucked him.
I don't think so.
No.
Let's continue on.
It supports American democracy, and Donald Trump, a candidate who supports a new form of government here that's authoritarian.
Geez.
Once again, what form of government is he supporting that's authoritarian?
Oh, that's MSNBC. That's the authority. Yeah, I gotcha.
No. What kind of government is Trump proposing that is authoritarian?
He has no answers. Play it on. I'm sure he has no answers for that.
We're going to try, but this is a valid question.
It's really that simple. And by the way, Reverend Al, when people go, "Oh, you can't compare him to past Nazi leaders. You can't compare him to this past Nazi leader or that past fascist leader," because he hasn't done that. Well, what hasn't he done?
Of course, we've got Al over here. He's the authority on dumbass comments.
Hasn't done the things that the American judicial system did not allow him to do last time, but may very well allow him to do this time, or a judicial system that will be ignored by Donald Trump and ran over by Donald Trump to create the greatest constitutional crisis of our lifetimes. Just because he hasn't done it yet doesn't mean he won't do it.
Oh my God! Do you hear that bullshit?
Oh, okay. So he's guilty because he might do it.
You know, here I have an AR-15 behind my head.
Yeah.
I am capable and trained to do nasty things with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm capable of doing something doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Doesn't mean I'm even considering doing it.
Correct.
Just because a person is capable of doing something doesn't mean they will do something.
And stupid people that listen to this garbage and really fall into it, shaking their head, yes, thinking that he's making sense.
Well, you know, they're you know, they've got their soy blood in a and they're getting ready to soygasm over it. He's saying exactly what I'm thinking. It's stupidity.
You think?
I know.
Done it yet doesn't mean he won't do it when he gets a chance to do it. And if he is voted into office, then a lot of these people that are talking about literal or figurative or whatever the hell they're saying, you're going to look like idiots because he will get away with, he will imprison, he will execute whoever he's allowed to imprison, execute, drive from the country. Just look at his past. It's not really hard to read. The only thing that stood.
What the fuck is he talking about?
In the 4 years that Trump was president, who did he execute?
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Who did he imprison?
That's what I'm saying.
Who did he run out of the country?
That's what I'm saying. This guy is nuts.
He blocked the illegal aliens from entering the country. Well, a lot of them from entering the country.
He didn't kill them.
He blew up a general from Iran who was threatening to blow up American soldiers.
Yeah,
I guess that's what he's talking about by execution. Whoop-de fucking do. Thank you. Do it again, please.
As he should do.
Do it harder next time, please.
Right.
Protect American lives by blowing up our enemies. I honestly don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think that's what he's talking about, though. I think he's talking about something that's coming out of the side of his neck.
I really wish you'd stop saying that because it makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. If you're talking out of the side of your neck, it means it means I've come up behind you and cut your fucking throat.
Okay.
You're talking out of your ass.
Same fucking metaphor.
There's nothing here, Henry. There's nothing here. I have no gills, so I can't talk out of the side of my neck.
Same metaphor.
Yeah, no, metaphor is used to make sense, but that's okay. Neither here nor there. But he's talking out of his ass.
Okay.
He's trying to create an unreasonable fear. Donald Trump is going to imprison you. He's going to murder you. He's going to expel you because you don't align with his particular view.
Well, you know what's scary about him saying that is because that's usually what the Democrats have planned.
That's what they're doing now.
Yes.
How many after 3 years? How many January 6th people are still in jail awaiting trial?
That's right. That's right.
At this point, I'd be releasing them, say, time served, time served, time served, time served, time served. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Go write a book. Go make lots of money, and don't let it happen again.
But no, they're milking this for everything they can.
Oh, big time.
Every time January 6th comes around, you've got idiots like the president, you've got idiots like the vice president going, oh, it was the worst day for democracy ever on the face of the planet. The worst executed insurrection ever.
Yeah. I almost got dead.
Yeah. By one of them. Yeah, I almost got raped and killed 6 blocks away.
Right, yeah.
With nobody even close to me. I was hiding under a desk with my friend in fear.
And she was so disappointed she didn't get raped.
That's a sick thing to say.
I know it is.
And I don't appreciate that.
Okay.
But we can mock her for the things that she said.
Yes. She is a piece of shit.
Absolutely. And that would be AOC.
Yes.
Let's continue.
Not even a good bartender.
Yeah, well, we've got just a few more seconds of him ranting. And, let me back this up just a bit.
Execute drive from the country. Just look at his past. It's not really hard to read. The only thing that stood between him and the destruction of American democracy was the federal judiciary.
No doubt about it. And I think
sure. Once we get the professional bobblehead. Yeah, no doubt about it there, Joe. Absolutely. Do these people have a right to get up there and say that shit? Absolutely.
They can say anything they want.
But you know what? I have the right to get on my little stupid show and tear them to fucking ribbons. And it's really not all that hard.
It's not, but the sad thing is there's a lot of people listening to this garbage and they're buying it.
Why? And not really.
I hear it all the time from my liberal friends.
You hear it all the time from your liberal friends because they're tuned into nothing but liberal sources of media, which is all we actually have anymore. They are tuned in to their own fucking destruction. They have been told, they've been encouraged, they have been demanded to stop thinking for them fucking selves. They're being told what to think, when to think it, and how to think it, and in what order to think it.
That's right. That's right.
It's called we're losing the battle of critical thinking.
Yep.
We are not allowed to think for ourselves anymore.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. No. We have a dangerous, deadly disease that has a 99.9% chance of survival, but you have to stay home, mask up in your home, close
the country down.
And by God, if you go outside, don't you dare go outside, because we're going to hurt you, or we're going to take you away, or we're going to make sure your life is so much hell that you'll never get out of your house again.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then if you do go outside, you better have that mask on. You better have your gloves on. You better stay 6 feet away from the people you love. You're not allowed to go to church. But by God, you can sure go to a Black Lives Matter, mostly peaceful protest.
Yeah, well, COVID don't grow there. Hi, Chuck.
The Raw, you're on the air.
Thank you for taking my call.
You're
welcome. when you say it like that, I get the impression that I'm calling like an LA radio station and some pissed off producers out there with every fan blowing in his face and some dark ass little control room with a bunch of buttons and lights and everything like that going, "What do you want? You're on the air. What do you got to say? What do you want to say to Art Bell?" He never took. He wasn't. What do you want to say to George?
I thought you talked to Art Bell before.
What do you? I have.
Okay.
On a couple of different. When I was in Germany, of all places.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, I did a prank call. I said I was with the
Not Chuck.
And
no, Chuck would do that.
I said it was like an open call type of a thing, and he probably saw my thing on the wild card line, and it's like, ooh, I called him from a pay telephone from the barracks. I used a phone card to do it. That's a true story.
I believe you. I believe you. But go ahead with your thought. Go ahead with your thought. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Well, no. I appreciate the interruption because I actually interrupted you.
Okay.
When I called the show and wanted to interject my nonsense. I had something really going for me as far as a thought, but it turned out to be a turd in my brain.
Well, isn't that usually how it goes?
Okay, here's the thing. Have you guys ever taken a look in the mirror, maybe had a sore throat or something like that, and then looked at your tonsils? Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a bunch of like in your tonsil crypts, there were these white like spots.
Yes.
And then you went, and then you like coughed out these white things.
And they smell like shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's what you get when you eat pussy. Can we say that on the Raw?
You can say that on the Raw.
Absolutely.
Actually, it's not really. Well, that's kind of true, but it's what you get when you're exposing yourself to man. Some of the bullets I've dodged over there in Germany. God bless America. I love it. That was such an. No wonder why I have so many damn dreams about stuff. But look, I wanted to draw your attention, Miss Rob and Misty. I'm gonna transition my mind over. You got to help me out here.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. You better, because the 28th.
Transitioning to for
the 20.
Because I'm a redneck. I'm a redneck. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The 28th that actually becomes my legal name. So
good for you. Finally.
Yeah.
We need to turn a page on this, because I need to be disciplined enough to see. I know you as, but I don't really know you. That's the kind of weird thing that, I mean, with Henry, I really think that Henry is Jerry Garcia. And I think there's some.
Look, let me cut Henry.
No, you look at Henry and say,
hang on. Let me cut Henry out of line real quick, okay? Henry, you can't okay, now you can't hear Chuck anymore. You can and in a second you're not going to be able to hear me. But that's okay. We'll bring you right back. So hang on, Henry, okay? Now, he's Jerry Garcia. He really is. But yeah. But you didn't hear it from me, okay? So don't you dare tell him that I said that. Now let me bring Henry back. Okay, hang on, Henry, you there? You can hear me?
Yeah. What did I miss?
Okay, don't worry about it. It was nothing. It was nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, just had to take a little bit of a breather,
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is why we need Henry Longbreak for President of the United States.
Well, that's you called in Sunday and you suggested that, or was
no, never mind.
Was that Saturday or Sunday? No, that was.
I was just getting ready to sing. I'm sorry for some reason.
Actually, I'll tell you what. That should be your campaign song.
Trucking.
Yep.
That's all it is. It just says trucking.
Yeah.
Henry Longbreak.
Yeah. Trucking.
President of America.
President of America.
President of the Democratic Socialist shithole of North America, just south of Canada, north of Mexico. Everybody love it. I love it. Oh yeah, look at say what I'm on YouTube and shit.
And Vice President Chuck, the borders are.
Goddamn right, because you know what? We're going to have target practice. Everybody on the north, we're going south. Nobody can come in. All right, let's do it.
Canadian bacon. Chuck, you remember that movie Canadian Bacon? We're gonna invade Canada.
Yeah, you love it. That's all right, Chuck. When am I going to be? What am I going to be the secretary of?
Secretary of the Navy. No. Even though you're an Army guy.
Be Secretary of the Navy. Don't put me in the Department of Defense. Sorry.
Okay, you're Department of Defense.
I will turn down the job.
We'll have you we'll have you the drug czar. No, I'm sorry, that's Hunter Biden's. We got to have him in there. Yeah,
well, you're gonna have to bring Hunter back in.
You betcha.
You're going to have to go forward on the Smoking Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium. Now we'll just
we got to have Hunter. Yes, absolutely.
Call Smoking Henry's Crack Pipe Emporium.
That's right. Get your Hunter Biden limited edition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trucking.
I don't know why. I just want to sing. I don't know what it is.
No problem, Jerry. I mean Henry. Anyway. Oh, good Lord. Too much fucking fun. But no, we were talking about these libtards, okay? These serious libtards who just want to scream and cry and, allow their soy milk-filled nipples to leak bullshit.
Well, most of what they say, if you ask them, well, what is so good about Joe Biden? Well, Trump, they go right to Trump.
Of course they go to Trump because there's nothing good to say about Biden. Okay.
And I ask them, what is so good about their partying?
Somebody please, somebody other than Chuck, call in and tell me what's so good about fucking Biden.
And what's so good about the Democratic Party without mentioning Trump's name?
Yeah, don't mention Trump's name at all.
Right.
Don't even allude to it. Don't even say, the other guy. No. Just
we're gonna have crickets.
We're looking at the potato.
We're gonna have crickets because
of course we are because nobody's gonna call and say anything about it.
Nobody has an answer because there is no answer for it.
I mean, right now they were trying to hammer on how good the economy was getting, and here they are. I swear to fucking God, Henry, if I could, I wish I'd saved it and pulled it up, but there was a tweet from the White House saying how inexpensive this Thanksgiving is going to be for years.
Oh my gosh. So
everything's cheaper. I can't afford a fucking turkey.
No, I know.
I had to loan my daughter some money so she could buy a turkey so she could feed everybody else.
Yeah.
It cost me $50 to fill my tank.
Yeah.
$50 fucking dollars.
Yep. Okay. You said to fill your tank.
Yeah.
I just went to go out and get some drywall and some cement for my house, and I had to get gas for my Suburban.
I
got a half a tank for $50.
That's because your Suburban's a gas guzzling American.
And I probably get the same amount of mileage or same amount of miles out of a tank than you do.
I don't know.
You get twice. You get twice the mileage I get.
Here's the thing, and this is something that Henry told me a while ago. The last time I filled this car up was when gas was $1.60 something.
Correct.
A gallon, and you filled it up all the way.
Yeah, and I did. And I was driving on that for about
Almost
a year and a half.
A year and a half. Year and a half. 2 years.
The 2 years. The 2 years I was driving on that.
You hardly drove that thing at all.
I did because I have a nice new van and it's so nice. It's so nice.
Well, it is.
Except for when the battery went dead on it. Get this. 2019 Dodge Grand Caravan. This is the fourth battery that's been in that Dodge Grand Caravan.
Well, guess what? I go through a battery every year.
Same here. That's what that.
I go through a battery every year. Now, why? Because we live in an area that just cooks our fucking batteries.
Right. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. I haven't paid a penny for any one of those batteries.
Well, lucky you.
The dealer warranties the battery for 3 years on unlimited mileage.
unlimited mileage, unlimited voltage. Unlimited voltage. There you go.
I could go 35 and a half months and the battery go out and there's no charge. There's no prorated or nothing. There's no charge.
See, there you go.
Yeah, and I like that. That's what I like about going to the dealer for things.
Yeah,
because they don't prorate any of that garbage. Yeah, but I mean, for me, I'm getting what I paid for on that. I haven't paid a penny.
Getting what you pay. Well, and there you go. That's fine, Danny. I will of course, need to start looking at a battery here. I got to buy tires here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm looking at them too. And, I saw your tires. Your tires are in better condition than mine.
Well, they are. I've got about 3 to 4, maybe 5,000 miles left on my tires if I'm lucky.
I am so tempted to go to the city and tell them to buy me new tires because the roads so suck in Needles. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Even because I'm city councilman, that's the only reason I'm not doing it. But I'm more considering doing it because it's like, hey, you know what? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Just because I'm a city councilman, I'm not going to tell you, file a claim for tires. I think I'm going to do it.
How much of my suspension problem was due to that road on Balboa?
Oh, I agree.
Having to go in and out on that, and of course all the way around Needles, and just thunk.
Yeah. I know.
It's horrible. But the thing is, of course, they wouldn't give me anything for it. I'm quite positive, but
well, no. If you file a claim against the city, and it's under a certain amount, roughly around $1,500, they are going to pay that claim because it's cheaper to go to the attorney and to fight it than it would be for them to just pay it.
It would be more expensive for them to fight it than just pay it.
Yeah.
You said it the other way around.
I know, because
you're retarded.
I'm putting it in your terms because you're dyslexic. I thought you would catch that.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've dealt with cities before. I've had a claim. City I used to live in Orange County.
Right.
I filed a claim against the city, for a couple of different things, and they paid them immediately. They paid them immediately because it was their fault. They know it was their fault, and in order to fight it, they might have won, but it would have cost them twice what I was filing the claim for.
Yeah, but, who cares?
Yeah, I did because
of course.
Yeah, because it was a legitimate claim. I'm not going to file something that's not a legitimate.
Well, I understand that, and I think my claim would have actually been legitimate as well. But
my tires are 80,000 mile tires on a normal road. I should get 80,000 miles out of those tires. I've got probably 35,000 miles on those tires, and they're all chewed up.
Well, here's also the other thing, Henry. All right, just take a look at it like you do the batteries. We get worse life out of our tires because we are running around on super duper hot asphalt in summer. All right.
Yes.
You're talking anywhere from 150 to 210 degrees.
Correct.
On the asphalt itself.
Correct.
All right. That's when those kind of materials start to melt.
They break down. Yeah.
And break down.
Yeah.
It's an environmental thing that we have absolutely no control about. Neither does the government. So, is it fair to charge a city
so much for my fucking claim now?
Because we choose to live in an environment that eats our shit for lunch.
I'm gonna go pay for that battery I just got.
Yeah, I think you should.
Screw it down. I'm gonna go pay it.
I don't care. Do what you can to get a free lunch. I don't care.
The last two of them I'm going to pay for. I'm going to go give them $500.
Right. But
not.
Well, but here's the
trust
thing.
me, I'm a politician.
I went to look at new tires, and
woo, they're expensive.
Man, on my vehicle, okay, Yokohama tires. All right, they used to be
Mhm.
cheap as shit, but great tires.
Yokohamas are great. Yes,
they're wanting $450 a piece for them.
Ooh,
$450 a piece for them. Not on a fucking bet, and that was at 10% off.
Wow.
Now, God knows, how much they are. So, I'm saving up my money to buy tires now because I'm going to need them in about 5,000 miles.
Sam's Club and Costco have the best prices, unless you find a deal like I did with Swanee's.
Mm-hmm.
It's you buy 3 and get 1 free. And I got a better deal than Costco and Sam's.
They had that in October. Buy 3, get 1 for $1. And still, hello, $450+ for one tire times 3 plus a buck. You're paying nearly $1,000 for tires. Yeah. Okay. So, and you will be paying it $1,000 after taxes.
Oh yeah.
So
that's if you're paying $250 a tire.
Hello, $450 a tire.
Yeah, that's more than $1,000 then. That's $1,600 just for tires.
Right. Well, that's if you buy 4. Now the deal was buy 3, get 1 for $1.
So that's $1,200 plus taxes, installation, disposal.
Oh no, it was going to be free mounting.
Well, you got to still pay for disposal.
Oh yeah, I know. It's an extra tax and service fee and crap like that, and that was through Swantees, and I just basically said, it would be a great deal if I had that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money, and I won't have that kind of money, so I'm going to have to find something else.
The Hankook tires are about half the price, and they're fairly decent.
I'm gonna have to go with a lower grade tire, and I don't want that on my nice vehicle because I'm just going to end up having to replace them that much quicker.
Well, you're going to have to anyway with the roads that we deal with.
I understand that, Henry.
I've realized that after buying these really nice Michelin tires, because Michelin's usually last you forever. You get tired of looking at the tire by the time you're ready to change them.
if you live in some place that has seasons.
Correct.
We don't have any seasons. We have hot and we have
normal.
Not quite so hot.
We have hot and normal.
Hot and not quite so hot. I mean, it's actually gotten cool enough where I actually had to turn on my heater.
Oh, it's nice, yeah.
I didn't enjoy that at all.
Yeah, it's nice. I've been sleeping in my den and leaving the door open to the house. The heater's on in the house and no heater in the den, and it brings just enough heat in there, and I get the outside cold. Oh, it feels good. Feels great.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're sleeping well.
Yes. I didn't say
I was too fucking cold, especially when the wind started blowing in from the north. I got really fucking cold.
You need tundra.
I need a tundra. Absolutely. I need a cuddle buddy in bed who's warm.
That's it. Well, the funny thing is I snuck out just to go to Ace Hardware, figuring, okay, I'm not going to see anybody. I'm just going to go to the contract, get a couple sheets of drywall, a couple bags of cement. That's it. 2 people in there said, "Where's Tundra?" 2 different people, and it's like, oh, okay, well, she's at home.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. You're not
exactly. They tell me that
your price of admission is to bring Tundra.
That's right.
You knew this, Henry. You knew this before you started the action. So
I was
the
lucky
only person you had to blame is yourself.
I was lucky I got the drywall. They said you have to come back later for the cement with Tundra.
There you go. There you go.
Or we're going to stone you.
own you.
We're at the top of the hour.
We are nearly at the top of the hour. My God.
Now we are. We're at the top. It just went off.
We are right now. It is the Raw. We'll be right back. Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga. Empty hands. Edge weapons. Firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes. Free gun safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforceonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's Canine Foundation.
The Mojave County Canine Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
Canines can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
Canines can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's Canine Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a canine demonstration, call John Sancelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff Canine Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like the sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
Goddamn straight!
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. is coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. So Biden does, the media embraces. Big Dog does it, and they call them racist. We the people. Let's go, Brandon. We the people. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, and welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Deanne Hansen. Of course, we have Henry Longbreak right over there, guarding the sacred phone number, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. Now, Henry.
Trucking. Oh, what?
Trucking. Well, the thing is, I would play it if we were on Rumble only.
Yes,
but,
I know.
We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube.
That's why I said one word of it, truck.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do it as long as it's your own rendition, right? And you're not making any money off of it. I don't believe we made any money off of it. But anyway,
well, through my career, I did.
Talking about money.
Uh-huh.
What was the average cost per pound of turkey in 2019?
Oh, I have no idea.
$1.39 a pound.
Okay.
All right. And that had actually gone down from $1.41 a pound in 2018.
Okay.
But that's okay. Things fluctuate a little bit. Okay. And that's sure. A little bit of a fluctuation. That's like 2 or 3 cents right sure. there. All sure. right. Now, this year, the federal government is claiming that we're saving all sorts of money on Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Not if he keeps pardoning the turkeys so we can't eat them.
We're saving all sorts of money. We've never paid this little for a Thanksgiving dinner.
How much are turkeys? How much is it a pound?
Roughly $2.28 a pound. That's 100% more than we paid in 2019. Roughly thereabouts. Yep. Give or take a few cents.
Yep.
98.9% higher.
Yeah, but the economy's getting better.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm still paying a shit ton more than I was for gas. I'm still paying a shit ton more for electricity. I'm still paying a shit ton more for the minimal amount of natural gas that I use.
Yep.
I go and fill one sack of groceries. I've spent anywhere from $75 to $100.
Oh yeah.
And that's a small little
something you can carry with one hand.
Plastic bag.
Yeah. Not even the good California 10-cent bags.
No, not even the good California 10-cent bags that you can reuse for the rest of your life that will never degrade.
Right. They just end up in the landfills.
Of course they do.
But they're safe for the environment.
But
pay 10 cents.
But no, Henry, we're gas prices are down $1.70.
Oh, God.
Airline tickets are down 13%. Eggs are down 22.2%. Bacon is down 5.1%. Turkey is down 5.6%.
Well, yeah, they are from the highs that they overinflated
from the absolute fucking ceiling high.
Right.
Look, a 15-pound turkey, $50.
Wow. I remember you could buy those for.
And I'm sorry, the national average is not $35 for a 15-pound turkey. The national average is $50 for a 15-pound turkey.
Wow. Yeah, we're lower than the national average.
Of course we are.
Yeah.
But it's still goddamn expensive. I had to loan my daughter and her husband money so they could buy a fucking turkey.
That's ridiculous. That's utterly
ridiculous.
And
do you think it was a loan? No, I gave them money so they could buy a turkey so we can have a family gathering come this Thursday.
Of course.
And they actually have the chutzpah to tell me that I'm paying less. I'm paying very little.
I know.
You want to fucking bet?
Remember that, people, when you go out there and vote next November. Remember that.
They're not going to remember that. They're going to be thinking about the other fucking nonsense that they're going to be spewing at that time. And believe me, this is just the beginning of the nonsense, Henry.
Oh yes, it is.
You know, we can't afford. We are making choices of whether to pay for medicine or food or housing or security or numerous other things. We are making daily decisions of what we are going to live without just so we can have something to eat.
Yep.
I have been look, this next week, tomorrow, I'm going to have to go down to the food bank. I'm out of money.
Yeah.
I am out of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go to the food bank, pick up a food box so I can eat for the next 2 goddamn weeks until I get paid.
Right. No, I get it.
Do you think that makes me feel good? Do you think that that it makes me want to jump up and down for joy? Oh, thank you, Mr. Potato Head, for loving us so much and driving down the cost of things when things got out of control to begin with because of your stupid fucking policies.
And you know, with my Social Security and my minimal retirement check from the Carpenters Union, I used to be able to pay my bills, have gas in my car, have groceries last to the end of the month.
And money in the bank.
I don't know more.
And money in the bank for savings.
And money in the bank. I don't know more. I come up negative every month. Every freaking month I come up negative.
How do you come up negative?
Everything's so high.
No. That wasn't an attack on you. That wasn't questioning you. How do you come up negative? That's because I can't afford anything anymore.
No, they give you that. They give you the tiny little raise.
Here's the nice thing. We get a 3.2% cost of living increase this year.
Yeah, as everything goes up 30
and
to 60%.
Your Medicare is going to go up 3%.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. So there you go. Your extra $102 or whatever it is from your base is going to be sucked up by Medicare or something else immediately.
Yep.
But everybody else is going to be considering that you're making an extra $125 on your $1,200 a month.
I know.
Security check.
I know.
Or whatever it is. I don't know.
People don't freaking get it.
Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Whatever you do.
People don't freaking get it.
No, they don't get it. They don't understand this. They don't understand this.
All they do is they work, they pay their bills, and say, man, it's getting harder and harder to pay the bills. You know, I guess it's because we have nice things now. You know, if you figure it out. No, that's not why you're paying more money. You're paying more money because we got a president that's fucking you.
Yeah,
it's fucking you in the butt hard.
Well, let's listen to this chick complain about having to fill up her car.
$98 fucking dollars to fill up the tank today. $98 fucking dollars. $98 fucking dollars. I have to decide between buying gas or buying food. And guess who wins? Because I have to get to the job that I need to fucking buy anything at all. That doesn't pay me enough. And people want to donate $1,000 to fucking cats. $98 goddamn dollars at Costco to fill up my tank. $98. $5.50 a tank. $5.50 a gallon at Costco. $5.50 a gallon at Costco.
You must live in California.
Must be, yeah. That's what I was going to say.
This is the work of the fucking religious right.
But
listen to Robert Reich,
she's gone off the rails.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people are realizing that everything is costing more, and we don't have the money anymore to spend on anything.
Right. There is no more middle class. It's low class or high class now.
It's high class or no class. Well,
That's it. That's it.
Have no class.
High class or no class.
Yeah. By the way, welcome to hour number 3. Yeah, you had to think about that too. So hour number 1, hour number 2, hour number 3. Weird. Yeah, it is raw. But no. Things aren't necessarily more expensive. Gasoline is through the fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, it's $3.19 down at Fast Rip Off, which I won't buy gas from anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's $3 and roughly 49 to 59 cents at Sam's and Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
It's nearly $4 a gallon at Safeway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are cheaper. By golly, by gosh.
Yeah. What was it in January of 2020? $1.68 a gallon in Arizona.
Something like that. Yeah,
it was $1.68.
$1.68, $3 and some odd cents a gallon in California, which actually was okay, fine. It's still too fucking much, but still, you could afford it if you absolutely needed gas.
Mm-hmm.
Now I drive by any of the service stations in Needles. I'm talking any of the service stations in Needles, and they're all over $6 a gallon.
Correct.
There is no hidden secret fueling station in Needles, California, for that locals know of, that they get the cheap gas. So no, they head to Arizona.
I don't know.
They cross the bridge.
I don't know any city official that buys gas in their own state, in their own city.
Of course not. And what does that end up? Who does that end up hurting?
Well, it ends up hurting the city, of course.
Ends up hurting the city, ends up hurting the state, because guess what? Those the sales taxes that you're spending in Arizona go to fix our roads, not your roads.
That's right. And you stop at a store. You stop at a store to buy gas.
Uh-huh.
Most of the time, you go in the store and you buy something else too.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got your hand on now? A Mountain Dew, probably from a gas station.
Yeah.
But
guess what? There's no sales tax on this Mountain Dew.
So what I'm
Arizona,
saying, what I'm saying, if it was the same price of gas in California, you would be buying that in California and paying the tax and paying the extra 10 cents.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You would be paying that because it's more convenient.
I've gotten down to K2X before and realized, shit, I'm nearly out of fucking gas.
Yeah, and you buy a gallon.
No, I don't. I limp it back across the bridge.
Okay.
I will limp it across the bridge and pay at minimally $1 to $1.50 less per gallon.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Oh yeah.
And that's at the expensive gas station right across the bridge.
Yeah. You go to the one on Courtright, right on the corner of Courtright 95. You're paying half the price for gas,
exactly,
as it is 2 miles away.
Exactly.
In a different state.
Exactly.
The state of confusion.
Californicated.
Now, the other thing about our wonderful governor here in California.
Oh Jesus.
Now we have so many different counties here.
Uh-huh.
And the governor has refused to talk with any sheriff of any of the counties because he's too busy.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Usually your county sheriffs are not Democrats. They are not
correct
the bleeding heart liberals that are in other.
They don't align with it with their
Of course not.
politics, so I don't want to fucking talk to you.
There's not going to be any communication there.
Nope.
Now, we were talking about this earlier today, and we were talking about how in the past, especially when Congress or the state legislature or even city councils or board of supervisors or commissioners or whatever you have in your state sit down and create law. They have a judicial, let's see, I got that out right because I have my teeth in, a judicial subcommittee.
Yep.
And they refer that new law to the judicial subcommittee where they research the hell out of it. Number one, is the law necessary? Right. Is it going to conflict with other laws? Is it enhancing another law? Is it constitutional? Now, if it passes all those muster, then they look at the enforcement side of it. Are we going to be able to enforce this? Is it going to cost more money to enforce this new law? And then they get with law enforcement agencies and say, hey, look, we're proposing this law. What do you think about it? Oh, it's a piece of shit. No, we won't be able to do it. It's going to cost us more money to enforce this than we're going to get in revenue for finding it or prosecuting it or chasing it down.
And then they come up with a compromise. They say, okay, what will work?
What will work? Well, what kind of money do we need to put towards this to you? And there becomes a negotiation. Then it goes back to
and they mesh.
Well, the thing is, they're not doing that anymore.
Not in California.
Not even on the national or the California or the local or the county level. They're coming up with the rules. They're coming up with the laws. Yeah, they send it to the judiciary subcommittee
and say, yeah, okay.
And they look through it and say, yeah, fine, whatever. Not without the cross checks, without the balances, without
that's
anything.
It's exactly what it is. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Okay. And then it goes through, and of course, if it's on the national level, it's going to become a 14,000 page law.
And they're going to throw
that has absolutely nothing to do with the law that they're trying to pass. But you've got to spend a few quadrillion dollars to make a dozen.
Well, yeah, we got to put it on our agenda, our little,
exactly.
We got. Wait. Let me throw this in there. They won't see it.
Well, if you want this to pass, you're going to have to throw some money at this bridge we've got over here. Or if you want this to pass, you've got to throw some money at this special interest. If you want this to pass, you've got to do this, do that, and everything else. We're hostages to special interest.
That's right. That's right. You see what I wear. You see what I wear on my jacket, my labels. I have none.
Yeah, I've noticed you're kind of tat free. But anyway, regardless of that, they're not checking out to make sure that, number one, that the law is needed, that the law doesn't conflict with something else. Holy crap. Just try to run a business in this country. Anywhere in the country, doesn't matter whether it's California, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, or Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. isn't the state, but Maryland, anywhere, any one of the 50 states. And you do your dead level best. You're paying your taxes. You're filing all the right paperwork and everything else. And yet still there's some fucking Mickey Mouse regulation that they can come back on. That's going to may cost you your business or your freedom because you weren't aware of it, or it conflicts with something else. You're compliant with something else, but you're now out of compliance with this one. So guess what? You're going to get fined every day you're out of compliance with this, and there's no way you can be in compliance with both of them because they conflict.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Exactly. I mean, when I first moved here, I wanted to open a computer recycling center.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be able to bring in computers, strip them, and process them for recycles. Mm-hmm. And then, and then be able to sell off the gold, the silver, the everything else,
right,
to people that would buy it. Or rebuild some of these systems into something that I could give away to disadvantaged kids who needed a computer.
Right.
Before I could even think about doing it, I had to spend, which I didn't do. I would have had to spend at the time $10,000 for a federal environmental impact study.
Yep.
Are you out of your effing fucking mind? This is something I was going to do out of my house at first.
Right.
How many people could have I employed out of that? How many dangerous chemicals for you bleeding heart, save the planet kind of fucking people? How many dangerous chemicals or dangerous elements could I have kept out of
the landfills
by doing this? How many tons of valuable resources could I have been able to allow industry to recover? We'll never know, because I was never afforded the opportunity to find out, because it cost too much money, regulatory, just to get it going.
And that's Arizona. Could you imagine what you'd have to deal with if you wanted to go to California and do that?
I never would have made it into California.
No,
I mean, just ask the question. Probably would have cost me $1,000.
I know,
just ask the question.
We used to have a recycling center in Needles.
Yes,
because we pay recycle the CRV in our stores when we buy a bottle, when we buy anything plastic, we have to pay. We have to pay for the recycle value of it. There's no place to recycle it.
Not anymore. You can go to San Bernardino.
We got to go to San Bernardino now to make it worthwhile. We got to go collect cans and collect bottles and stuff, and most of them are across the river. Once you do that,
you're big time breaking the law. Oh, you're big time breaking. Yeah. Well, if you travel down Highway 95, you'll see a great big old billboard.
You do.
If you're caught transporting CRV into California, you're going to lose your truck. You're going to lose your license. And you're going to lose your freedom.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. All you have is handcuffs in your future.
So you cannot recycle. Arizona don't recycle. So you can't recycle.
Yeah, we do. We have a recycling center here in Arizona.
No, you don't. Where at? Where?
Off
there is none.
Off of Miracle Mile and down there by Scooters.
No, there is no more recycling. It goes to Las Vegas.
Henry, I take my aluminum cans down there. They pay me a few bucks, and there you go.
Okay, if you notice,
I don't care where the fuck it goes from there.
Your trash can anymore.
Oh, that no, we don't do that. We don't do that anymore.
You used to do that.
Yeah, we used to do that because we were promised a bill of goods that if we did that, we would see a lower trash bill, which then the trash bill went up the next year and up again the next year, and we lost a day of service. Okay, where they used to pick up 2 times a week, now they only pick up once a week.
Right.
But now we have 2 trash cans, so we can fill up and it can stink even more during the summer.
So this recycling bullshit is basically what it is bullshit.
It's absolutely bullshit.
Now in California, it's required. It's required. So in California, we have to pay to have a special truck come pick up our recycling and take it to Las Vegas.
Wonderful.
So that comes out of our pocket.
Nice. Good for you.
Because California requires recycling.
Collect your aluminum cans and your plastic bottles, drive them up to Bullhead City. They'll give you cash money for them, not much, because price of aluminum is actually kind of low right now.
Yeah, and that's probably illegal, but it's vice versa, taking them there.
Nope. We don't give a shit.
Okay.
Because we're not paying the California CRV.
Yeah.
That's money out of your pocket. Too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad. Sucks to be you. But no, take them up. We'll give you whatever you can for your whatever the market value is for the actual aluminum or the plastic or the steel or whatever. And then off you go with a couple of bucks in your pocket. Thank you. Have a nice day. Get the fuck out of here.
I won't even pay the gas to get there and back.
Oh, hell fucking no. Hell fucking no.
You know, they used to have a recycle. You could recycle your metals at the pick apart.
Right.
You used to be able to do that. They would take all the metals and stuff. I went there one day because I was going to take my stuff. I had a bunch of stuff. One of my rentals, that guy left a bunch of stuff.
Well,
so I took all the metals I was going to take to the dump. And they
here's the thing. Okay, now they made a really good deal with China to buy our recyclable metals.
Yep.
Okay. They would buy our recyclable metals, and they'd go to China, they'd process it, and then ship it back to us as usable material. China quit buying it because we wouldn't pay their ridiculous price for the metals that they were trying to sell back to us.
Yeah.
At a highly inflated rate.
Right.
We could produce our own for much cheaper and brand new without recycling. Okay, granted, recycling aluminum is an expensive endeavor. It costs a lot in electricity. It costs a lot in electricity. However, it can be done, and if you do it in volume, because the more you have recyclable aluminum, the cheaper it is. Because it's going to cost you the same amount for 1 ton as it is going to be for melting down 100 tons. It's going to cost you the same amount of energy.
You can almost let it set out in the summer and it'll melt itself.
No,
that's plastic bottles.
No, it doesn't.
That's a joke.
You're looking at something aluminum oxide, which is harder to reclaim.
Yeah.
Okay, that's rust for aluminum, but you melt down you melt those down. Once you got the melting process started, it's a self-replicating reaction. All you got to do is keep the heat on.
Yeah. Yes.
Just keep dumping it in. Just keep dumping it in. Just keep dumping it in, and it all melts and and then you skim the top of it, and then you pour the ingots, and you start the process over again.
Now, when I was younger, my dad worked for Bethlehem Steel, and so we would bring home blocks of nickel or whatever, and we would make our own sinkers for when we went fishing, and we would get that ladle.
Out of nickel or lead.
Nickel, lead, whatever. I actually did it out of silver. Well, back then quarters and dimes and stuff were they were only worth quarter or a dime. I just did it to see if I could see if it would melt, and it would actually melt.
Right.
It would actually melt, and I realize that now as a kid. I put this big old ladle over the stove and then poured it into these molds. If that could have splashed over any one of our kids, burnt the crap out of us.
So what? You were indestructible.
We were indestructible.
Put some, and your mother probably was. Just put some butter on it.
That's exactly it. Yeah, and if it cut, mercurochrome.
If you have a burn, put some flammable butter on it.
Butter, yeah.
That was the worst advice anybody had ever given anybody.
Yep.
Put some butter on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's toast that up. Put some butter on it.
Butter, take a bite out of it.
Butter makes everything taste better anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the fat. It's the fat.
Now, I don't know if you remember those creepy crawlers that they used to have at Mattel, where you could put a rubber, you melt down rubber it was, and you melt it down, put it in there in the molds.
Mm-hmm. It was play with your own injection mold.
Yes.
Well, they made that a little bit safer. Number one, and instead of actually having to use the heat source, they went to an all chemical kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you stirred it up, and then
sucked,
you'd end up with one of the gummy fishing worms. Okay, you couldn't eat them, but it was floppy around like that. Yeah,
right. Well, you know what I did with those little metal plates?
Mm.
I would put the hot metal in there and make them out of metal. It'd take about 3 times. When they come out after that, the mold would explode. It's like, oh, that was cool. Not realizing if that's any part of you.
Well, the thing is, you didn't realize that you actually had to heat up that metal mold first before you poured hot metal into it.
Oh, no, I just put it right in the cold mold.
Yeah, see, you're a fucking idiot.
I was a kid.
Even I know that you have to heat up something before you put another hot something in it. Otherwise, you're going to damage. You're going to damage the mold.
It worked 2 or 3 times, and then it blew up.
2 or 3 times. It's because you were creating stress fractures every time.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing is, the first time you poured it in, you heard the tink, 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 tink. That's where the stress fractures were being created.
That's right.
If you'd heated up your mold to begin with, you would have heard this, and your mold would have lasted forever.
I didn't care. It was fun watching it blow up. Just like I said, with those things that you shoot off the parachute, put a firecracker in there, watch it blow up in the air.
And when you were melting down lead, I imagine your face was right over it.
Absolutely.
I love the smell of hot lead in the morning.
I was talking to a guy today at the dealership when I was having my battery put in. He was there having some work done to his car. 89 years old. He's a veteran of the Korean War.
Right.
And he was talking about he restored cars and stuff back then. He goes, yeah, my 30s Buick and my Chevy in the 40s. And he says, well, I did my own painting. I did it with the lacquer. And he goes, oh my gosh, you couldn't do that today. And I'm 89 years old and I still ain't got no lung disease. I was breathing that stuff in like crazy. Did I wear a mask? Oh, no.
Your aluminum cans can go help make North Korea rockets and other bullshit, according to Chuck.
Well, yeah.
Recycle your bullshit for China.
Yeah.
They're going to take another ship. They're going to take over another ship on fucking Thanksgiving. Oh, you're still crying about that one? Jesus. One hijacked ship and he cries about it.
That's it.
Put some ranch on it.
That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or blue cheese.
I forgot to read the messages there. Anyway, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331 is the numbers you want to join in the conversation. Glenn, oh my gosh. This has been an interesting conversation, but all of this bullshit that we've done to try to save the planet.
Yeah.
Stop global warming. I guess it's not global warming. Climate change. Yeah, they're called fucking seasons. We get summer, winter, fall, spring. Our climate changes every time the seasons change. The climate changes every time the weather pattern changes. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-fuck didn't do. Now, Henry, here is an experiment for you, okay?
Okay.
Go and put some ice cubes in a glass. Fill it up with water.
Okay.
And then let the ice cubes melt.
Can't do that. That's climate change.
No, but go ahead. Just go ahead in a warm area. Let the ice cubes melt.
Hey, Chuck.
what do you suppose is going to happen to that water in that?
It's going to get cold.
Duh. But what about the level of the water in the glass? What is it going to do?
Stays the same.
It's going to stay exactly the same.
Yeah.
You're welcome to the Raw. You're on the air.
Is Jerry there?
Is who?
You want Jerry?
Jerry.
Birds aren't real.
No, Jerry is here, but Jerry is out right now.
Trucking.
Hey, so I haven't been doing any experiments because that'd get me in a fuckload of trouble.
Okay.
Because I talked to Billy out there from Louisiana. He was passing through Albuquerque, and he called it the KTOX and talked with that guy who doesn't know anything that has a drive-by show.
Yeah.
Anyway, he called in there and was talking, and I said, hey, within 20 years, you're going to be coming up here and looking at Russian subs going through the river, and we're going to be killing alligators in the backwater sloughs. And he's like, hey, oh yeah. And then I hung up. And then Mike Hagwood said, oh, he must believe in that climate change nonsense. And I'm thinking, has this guy looked at, has he really taken a look at, like, he doesn't get out much. He needs to get another job or something, because this motherfucker doesn't know shit. Look, if you go out to the Colorado River and tell me the temperature change within the last 4 months, or the last 4 years rather, and then we can talk about that. So we were talking about alligators.
For the last 20 years, it's been a pretty consistent 57 degrees in the Colorado River.
No, okay, so that's great. But here in where I'm from, we got a fish. It's called the northern pike minnow,
right?
And they start to spawn out and get excited when the temperature goes up. And ever since the Snake River's climate or temperature is rising, which empties into the Columbia River, which accelerates the heat of the whole river system itself.
Right.
Which what I'm saying here is within the next 20 years, you're going to have a stupid son of a bitch from where Billy's from release a bunch of alligators inside the slough system. And we're going to have, when a water skier from Portland gets bit on the ass by an alligator up here in Longview, Washington, then you'll fucking say, this guy wasn't fucking bullshitting. So that's what's going to happen.
Okay. Well,
and there's going to be a fucking big story about it, and they're going to talk about this whole goddamn webcast you have here, or whatever.
Hey, Chuck, well, we're gonna say.
I'll tell you what, that'd be something I look forward to and hope it happens, because
and we're gonna send you rattlesnakes too.
If you sacks of shit up there are stupid enough to dam every river that you have, you're going to expect it to go up.
Yeah, and there's going to be a hijacked ship too. They're going to hijack a ship there.
They might have. What happens if they hop on a ship out there and hide, and then they're like hiding under some nets or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, we fool you." 12 guys.
There you go.
12 guys.
I have no idea. But I think it would be a great idea. I look forward to the day that you have people getting bit on the ass out there water skiing in Washington by alligators.
From Portland, in particular from Portland, Oregon.
Well, that wouldn't you?
These are the kinds of assholes that would have.
Wouldn't you just say, this is a great day? God is great. I would start screaming Allah Akbar for that. Hallelujah.
I would say Allah Akbar, God is great. Happy Alligator Day.
Happy Alligator Day. There you go. So
Hey Chuck, where is T-Mobile Park? The stadium? Is that close to you?
That's in Portland, I think.
It's in Seattle. Seattle.
That's right. Yeah, it's in Seattle.
What about Jimmy Mac's Roadhouse? Have you heard of that?
I will tell you where another T-Mobile Stadium is at. In Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, that's right. Because my son right now is in Seattle right now, and
what's he doing up there?
He works for a moving company. It says fun quick trip to Seattle for work, and he's just issued a picture of T-Mobile Park and Jimmy Mac's Roadhouse.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is it like that is such a beautiful city, especially.
It looks great. It looks wonderful. Yeah, it looks wonderful in these pictures.
You don't have to. There's not a lot of rain and all that bullshit right now. We've got some really decent weather that's coming up for the next couple of days, which.
It looks great. That little bit of cloud, a lot of blue
fishing.
sky.
They got a free fishing weekend in Oregon right now, so you can go anywhere in Oregon, in the state of Oregon, and fish for free.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice. So I take it you're heading for Oregon then.
I was going to go to, I was thinking about heading to Needles, but this free fishing weekend, I want to go catch a fucking shark. That's what I want to do, right? Like on Crescent City up there or something like that.
We're gonna put sharks in the Snake River, along with the alligators.
Better make them fresh water.
That's right.
Haven't you ever seen the movie Piranha?
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
You know,
this is the kind of shit that we're messing with.
What about snake? What about snakes on a plane?
Hang on a second, Henry. Hang on a second, Henry. You know, do you realize half the stupid fucking ideas that these environmentals are getting come from grade B horror movies?
Yes.
Okay.
They do.
That's why I haven't been able to look at a tomato in the face for 20 years.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Hey, Chuck, have you seen that movie Snakes on a Plane? Oh, he's gone.
Fuck yeah, I've seen snakes on a plane.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna put the rattlesnakes on there and send them to you guys.
We already have rattlesnakes in Washington. You just need to go east of the mountains.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's high desert in eastern Washington. It looks a lot like Needles.
Well, you've got timber rattlesnakes up there.
Yeah, we're gonna send you the good ones. We're gonna send you Diamondbacks.
No, they
have
Diamondbacks would not do good in that climate.
We have northern Diamondbacks.
Okay.
That's true.
But they're all tuckered down for the winter right now.
They are here too.
But that's one of the things that I want to cross off on my fake douche list or whatever they call that thing. What do they call that thing?
Bucket list.
Your bucket list. That's what it is. A bunch of shit that you wish you would have done. You should have joined the army, motherfuckers. Okay, you got a bucket list. You should have
shit in the bucket.
Well, the nice thing about joining the army is you can cross a lot of that off your bucket list in the first 4 years of enlistment. Yeah, so
that's why in the last 40 years of my life, I want to do shit like go hunt rattlesnakes. Go kill a fucking giraffe. I don't know.
Don't forget about the alligators.
I have an ambition to go kill some. I want to kill some alligators and hit them with my car eventually when I'm 67.
I'll tell you
that's going to be a life goal.
Get a hold of Billy and say, "Hey, Billy, I want to come down to Louisiana. I want to go on an alligator hunt. Will you take me?" He'll say, "Yeah, come on down.
Come on down."
You can go out there in Louisiana bayou and go hunt alligator all you want. You're not going to hear me complain about it.
Here's what I'm afraid of. If I go down there, I'm afraid I'm going to stay and start selling pet necklaces or something down there.
Well, see, there you go.
I'm going to have to do mowing lawns.
Mowing lawns.
So
that's a year-round business down there, man.
Sell the chickles, the gum. Oh, that's Mexico. Chiclets, whatever.
That's another thing that I want to cross off on my list.
What's
Go
that?
to Makey Hole. I've never been to Makey Hole.
You never been there?
Never been there.
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
I've been to Canada, but I haven't been to Mexico.
Well, you're gonna have to come south sometime.
You could go right across the border.
Don't do it in the summer, okay?
No.
And give it a couple of years for the cartels to settle their hash right now.
Right.
Right now, it's a little bit dangerous.
The border cities are the border cities are okay still. You could just go right across. It's best to park here, walk over there, do some shopping, come back. Hey, I went to Mexico. I'm good.
Yeah, well, you only have a 1 in 10 chance of getting kidnapped on a border city.
That's not bad. It's only 10% chance.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, that's like. And what I don't let's talk about the border real quick. I don't understand how we can reconcile this thing. Let's close down the border when we have this like in El Paso, the concentrated Mexican nationals that come over to the United States to conduct their business and then go back and vice versa.
That's called green card.
That's gonna. Well, no, or a working permit or whatever.
That's a green card.
That's a green card. That's coming in. That's coming in legally.
Yeah, that's a green card.
Right. I'm talking about, like, for example, particularly in El Paso.
Right.
Where they have ladies that are Mexican nationals that'll show their card to come over. And then at the end of the workday, they go back home to Mexico.
Right.
And then the next day, they do it all over again.
I understand what you're talking about. And here's the issue. And I wanted to talk to you about this on the air, but you get mad and you hang up and you don't call back for a while. I kind of forget, what we were talking about. I'm an actor.
I'm Michael Jackson.
I know you are. But the thing is, what you're doing, okay? And I'm not calling you out on anything, Chuck, but you're arguing semantics. You're arguing semantics. Oh, how racist?
That's not semantics.
How racist?
That's the first word that came out because I'm a little
you fucking racist. How dare you accuse me of arguing semantics?
Chuck, quit talking like a liberal.
I'm anti-semantics. How about that?
Trying to cut down on that shit.
God, well, the YouTube algorithm is going to get that and report me to the ALD or something, whatever it is.
And you can say fuck YouTube, and they still won't do it.
That's all right.
This shit is going off the air. It's going to be off the air faster than fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
What was it?
Absolutely. But but the thing is, we're not using the right words when we have these arguments. Okay, when we're talking about shutting down the border, we're not talking about shutting down all access across the border. What we're doing is we're talking about shutting down the places where we have illegal crossings.
Correct.
We are not talking about shutting down the natural ports or the ports of entry. We're not talking about shutting those down. We're talking about shutting down the places where people are illegally crossing and funneling them through a place where they can legally cross. So we have an idea of who, what, when, and where is coming in the United States. I don't think that's such a hard thing to. Now, I will grant this all day long. Our immigration system fucking sucks.
It has been for a long time.
It's been broken for the better part of 100 years.
Yes.
And they do nothing to do it because guess what? It generates inches in a news column.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that both the Republicans and the Democrats can beat each other up with.
And it's a distraction.
Yeah. And why work yourself out of a job with a solution? You can sit there
exactly.
and
Precisely.
And then if you come up with a solution, holy shit.
Precisely.
Why do we need you in 5 years?
Right. That's management.
Now, I believe a country has a right to regulate illegal immigration. You want to come in the country, you come in the right way. You come in through the front door, not the back door.
Yep.
Well, okay, fine. If I were to go, if I were to pack up my shit and go to Germany, they wouldn't even let me on the fucking airplane or the boat without a passport and a visa.
Right.
Dude, back 20 years ago, you could have got away with that just going over there to see your boyfriend, girlfriend,
well,
your dog friend, your grandpa, your grandma, your oma, opa, whatever the hell you wanted to go.
30
90 days.
33, yeah, 90 days. Well, the thing is, you show up there, you handle your passport, they give you automatic visa, and you're in. You're in like Flynn.
You don't even need. Well, when you were crossing over, when people were crossing over the border from the United States over to Germany, and they were a retiree, they didn't need a passport.
Oh no,
that was like part of this.
Yeah,
and so they didn't have a passport stamp. They just needed an address that they were going to or whatever. If we stopped them,
right?
And like we only stopped like 10% of the people that were coming up. So there was a flight coming over from Dover, and there was 30 people. We only stopped 10% of the people.
So is Germany or any of Europe wrong for asking that we come in through the front door and not the back door?
No, I don't think they're wrong at all. And this is part of the reason why I think that you were talking about a couple weeks ago or last week, where those flights from CONUS over to overseas are no longer available because of their immigration issues they're dealing with politically and everything like that. They just not rather have that. Have to deal with that.
It became a pain in the ass. The thing is, they suspended it because we were at war. Number one. Okay, and pretty much any space available flight they had didn't have any space available. So why bother even doing it anymore? Yeah, you could still do the continental United States or CONUS, but and whatnot. But let's go back into peace for a while, and I guarantee that they'll open up space available flights to places overseas once again, because it's a feel-good thing that costs them nothing more than what it already costs them to have a half-empty airplane flying over there.
You know how fucking cool that would be to go to Okinawa right now?
It would be awesome.
Just hang out and go fishing.
Do you know how cool it would be to go to Seoul, South Korea?
Yeah.
I would be on the next one there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go and visit Korea again, and not be in a.
You've been to Korea?
Yes, I have.
Oh, I didn't know you were Korea.
I went over there for a 2-week training exercise. The only thing I got to see was 20 miles south of the DMZ. And we ran around, and we ate really crappy Korean food. And then we got back on transport, and we headed back to the United States. It was a dog and pony show is all it was. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoy it. But I want to go back, and I want to experience Korea. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan. I've never been to Japan. I've flown over Japan, but I've never been to Japan. I want to go to Hawaii. I landed in Hawaii, but I never got off the fucking airplane.
The closest I've been to Asia is when one of their empty shampoo bottles washed up on the beach.
See, there you go. But but it would be nice.
They still got fucking shit coming over here from their Fukushima incident, and I'm thinking about like what kind of environmental impact that has on the international waters and everything like that. I found a crab a couple years ago with a claw that was coming out of its asshole, for example. I was like, whoa, this must be a Japanese one.
You're full of shit, man, but that's okay. We still love you. All right, Chuck, we're out of time, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chuck.
Appreciate it.
Trucking.
928-476-0331. Like I said, we're out of time. It is the top of the hour.
Don't call us.
Well, you can call me. I don't care. I might talk to you after the show is over. I mean, I don't necessarily turn off my phone. I get
That's
lonely
true.
Too.
Call.
I get lonely too. Call so many sweet nothings. Anyway, it is the Raw. I'm your host,
Johnny,
Moses Business, Dan Hansen. Well, he didn't. He didn't.
No, he didn't.
He promised he would, but he didn't. You know, that's all right. I don't care.
I do. He was going to talk to me.
I got my big fat girl panties on.
Yeah. You got the granny panties?
No, just the fat girl ones.
Okay. That's granny panties.
I prefer bikini cut. So if you're looking for something, give me something for Christmas. I'm kidding. Don't buy me underwear for Christmas.
I'll buy you used underwear. Unwashed.
You know, that's it. I'm leaving. It is the Raw. We'll see you next week. Go out there, make the world a better place. We definitely love you. Bye.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast ye scallywags is another pirate production.
Oh wait, bonus material. We're here just a little bit late. We're still live, Henry.
I know we are.
Don't say bye. We're still here. Bonus material that I wanted to get to.
Okay.
Now, of course, you know, I featured this Steve Inman last week.
Okay.
You remember him, the one that, you know, that gives the sports announcer thing to stupid videos where people get.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the bonus for this week.
Okay.
Oh, here we go again. A Las Vegas store owner about to get robbed and now stabbing away at the criminal. Newsflash, Boogie, if you were dead, you wouldn't be able to say, I'm dead. It's obvious this guy was getting robbed. These guys came in, they stole the tip jar, went out, came back in to grab some more. So this is what escalated the situation. Grabs a knife and starts stabbing this dude. I'll tell you what, store owners are getting really sick of this shit and they are fighting back. And the reason why I'm showing these videos is because, Mama, don't let your children grow up to be soy boys. Well, here we go again.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. No, you're not quite dead yet. But anyway, there you go. There's your bonus material. Good night, y'all. Yeah, we'll see you next week. We'll see you Saturday.
Yes,
yeah.